A wild one at the Hampton Convocation Center tonight. A key matchup, the Pirates from Hampton, HU in their first year in the Big South, the full-time after last year, they're full-time this year. They're taking on defending champion and present first-place team Radford tonight. Let's go to Hampton. First half, Jermaine Mara, right at the end of the half, he had a 28 for the Pirates. That three-pointer tied the game at 41. This was back and forth all night. Kalen Fisher had no points at halftime. He had 22 in the second half. That gave Hampton a one-point lead. Travis Fields from Norcom High and then ODU and now Radford had 38. Not bad. Fisher again. And Hampton led 86-83 late in the game, remaining seconds. Last year, Carlik Jones hit a buzzer beater to get Radford in the NCAA tournament. He hit a buzzer beater tonight to send the game to overtime. Radford in the NCAA tournament last year. Well, here's Fields again. Oh, what a move. Step back. 4-point play. Radford led 96-93. We're just getting started. Here's Kalen Fisher at the other end. Three-pointer. Ties the game at 96. Now time running out again. Remember that Carlik Jones dude? He had the buzzer beater last year at NCAA tournament. Buzzer beater at regulation. Everybody on their feet with 0.3 seconds to go in the game. He kills Hampton. That's their game winner. Hampton falls 101-98. We have a lot of Radford alumni in the area. They're loving it tonight.